Hey everybody, we're streaming from the Astraea SMP. It's been a while, it's been over a month since I've streamed from here. I've released episodes obviously from the SMP, but I was working on Pac-Man for the last 5-6 weeks or something like that, Pac-Man in Minecraft, and it's done, so I'm moving it over to the SMP that I play on. Let me sleep. The server's like really weird. There's people on, but no one's like talking on chat or anything. So I don't know if everybody's just busy on projects or what have you. But nonetheless, we are on Astraea and we have to slide over to the gaming district, which is right over on the other side of. Let me put on my helmet really quick. Right over on the other. Hello. Okay, I'm a good Minecraft player, I swear. Okay, right over. On the other side of my bridge, where the Batman lives with his wife Bat, and it's Batman and Batwoman. This is a weird bug with the it's either fresh moves or fresh animations, or the ETF or whatever. It's a weird bug where their models are just massive, like player size bats. Their hitboxes, I think, are the same as normal bats, but yeah, this is what we're dealing with here with the 1.21.10 update. We're still dealing with some bugs. That and armor is acting really weird. Like you can't really see it right now, but intermittently, my ghast will get his armor will not fly with him. His harness won't fly with him. So yeah, Casper's dealing with it as well. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly over to the gaming district. And unfortunately, I already scouted this a little bit. The gaming district is it's not super close to a nether waste biome, which is what I need for all the piglins, because piglins have a far higher chance to spawn in a nether waste biome than any other biome. I actually think it's in a soul sand biome, which is just the opposite. Zombified piglin don't even spawn in soul sand biomes, so I may have to explore the island, the gaming district island, which spans all the way this direction. What is that, south and north? It's pretty much the terminus of north is pretty much my my little circus tent here, but I'm not super optimistic because I was flying around on the nether roof and it didn't look like either direction had a nether waste biome. So let's go in here really quick and see how far we're gonna have to go to get to a nether waste biome. What is this? South, so north. I originally spawned my zombified piglin that I'm using in Scuteboard right over in this direction. I don't think it was that far, but if it's too far, I'm gonna have to figure something out because I need to be able to spawn them way up high, the zombified piglin that is, and then move them to the overworld through like some rails and stuff. If you've seen any of my Pac-Man and Minecraft streams, hey Sam, thanks for joining the stream. I love them. It's likely they're guarding the bridge. Oh, my giant bats, yes. Yeah, they're doing their work. It's funny because they're obviously under the bridge because it's a little dark down there, so they can spawn. And yeah, you can still see like 3/4 of their body clipping through the bridge. That's how huge they are. Okay. Oh man, this is unfortunate because this is Soul Sand Valley for days here, and I cannot use a Soul Sand Valley. That is the one biome that will not work. It only spawns. As far as I know, it only spawns skeletons and ghasts. So that's not gonna fly. I'm not even sure if ghasts spawn in all honesty. I'm pretty sure they do, but I need another waste because that's the ideal. Okay, we're just gonna fly. Yeah, this is too far. This is way too far. Okay, let's return back south. I might have to cheaty cam it and just. I have my render distance already cranked. Okay, here we go. Here's another waste. Okay, so this little chunk. So my portal is probably over there. Let's see, or nope. That's Asumi's desert portal, the server owner's desert portal. So my portal is probably over here. Yes, okay. All right, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay, I can still actually see the portal, given it is probably 26, 28, probably 30 chunks away right now. Yeah, so it's 30 chunks before I get to Nether Waste. Let's go down here and see. Looks like this fortress is actually in a soul sand valley. That's actually really cool, because you can do some really wild stuff with fortresses in Nether or soul sand valleys. So you can create really powerful wither skeleton farms, because, like I just said, in Nether Wastes, these guys spawn, but in soul sand they do not spawn. So you'll get fewer mobs. Nonetheless, I am just completely digressing here. Right here is where we need to make it. So this is the cutoff. Let's see, let's go this direction a little bit. No, we're still soul sand. Wow, so this is, it goes the opposite. It goes east. Ugh, that sucks. So yeah, I'd have to do it right here, and then the portal, you can't even see it. It's like over here. Would a Crimson Forest work? There's one east of the gaming district. I think it will work. Crimson Forest and Nether Waste are the best, but it's like I think that was Sam in chat who asked that question. Nether Waste, I just looked it up on the Minecraft wiki. Nether Waste, I think there's like a 59% of all spawns. There's a 59% chance that they'll be zombified piglin, and Crimson Forest, I think it's like 15% or something like that. So it's just basically like just significantly less. However, if I light up everything, or if I make it so it's not spawnable, you know, lay carpets down or buttons down on everything that I could possibly, you know, build it up nice and high and all that stuff, then I don't know if that really makes that big of a difference, because then it's just gonna be really the game performance that'll suffer, because it's constantly checking for spawns, and the only thing that'll be able to spawn on the spawn platform will be zombified piglin, as far as I know, because I'm going to build a spawn platform out of a magma block, and I'm pretty sure that's true. But let's explore though. Let's explore east. That's not that bad actually, right there. I think it's probably 30 chunks. So okay, east. So toward my portal, which I know is in a soul sand valley. God, this soul sand valley lasts forever. So it's kind of the same difference. At least I can see my portal from here. Because my portal's very, very close to the gaming district portal. Just kind of skirting the line here. See how far south I can get before things start breaking. Yeah. Oh, this way. Ooh, this is good. There's a little sliver of it. That's not even my portal. It's somebody else's portal. That's my portal? No, that's not my portal either. Where's my portal? I don't even know. Anyway, we're going north. So yeah, that's definitely not gonna be my portal. All right, let's get our bearings again. I wandered off too far. Okay, I think this is toward the shopping district, right? No, this is toward my portal, because this is little Schleg Dog's base there, another portal over there. Okay, so... Oh no, it is. It's toward the shopping district. I totally got wrapped around. Okay. So it's this way. Totally got confused. That Soul Sand Valley's so huge. Well, we got Nether Waste here as well. I'm gonna run out of rockets. It's okay though. Yeah, I think this is my way. Okay, so Nether Waste also here, but that's probably just as far of a distance, because this would be Munfreecam. Yeah, so this is Gaming District portal, and this is my portal. However, if I build on the south side, okay, this is getting really into other people's portals though, but it looks like if I built on the south side of the island, then I wouldn't have quite as much Okay, let me write down these coordinates really quick. I'm going to write this down with a old school pen and paper here. So 1970 or 197. Geez, 197. 197 and 218. That looks like the closest Nether waste, or Crimson Forest rather, like Sam said. That's the closest Crimson Forest, closest non-Soul Sand Valley biome, I should say. Okay, let's check over here. Just gonna cheaty cam it, just save some time. Okay, it looks like we do have another waste this direction. Jeez, maybe not. Deceptive. Okay, no. Yeah, we're right back to it. Okay. So, Crimson Forest is south. Yeah, right there. Okay, Birdie, you're saying that they only spawn in Nether Wastes? I just checked this on the wiki, so if someone can confirm that, that would be excellent. But I just checked on the wiki. I thought I saw that they did spawn in Crimson Forest, just not at the rates as the Nether Wastes. But I'm gonna check it really quick. Is Minecraft wiki. Actually, let's just search zombified piglin spawning. Yeah, I just checked this out a second ago, or at work today. Yeah, so they spawn in Nether Wastes, Nether Fortress, and Crimson Forests. However, they only have a 6.67% spawn chance in a Crimson Forest versus a 60% spawn, or 59.5 in a Nether Waste, and a 17.8% in a Nether Fortress. However, if I did the Nether Fortress, I think I'd end up dealing with blazes and stuff, obviously. Actually, no, they only spawn in the boundary. Blazes only spawn in the boundaries of the fortress, so if I did on the ceiling, then that actually might be better. And the Nether Fortress is right here. Yeah, they never, Birdie in chat, okay, that may be the case, but I assume because people never make farms in forests in Crimson. Exactly, because the rates are abysmal. So if you're like literally going for a gold farm, it would be a horrible decision to make. Yeah, so obviously they spawn in fortresses, because we have this, somebody's, yeah, obviously they spawn. We have somebody's, it looks like Wither Skeleton Farm or something along those lines right here. So that actually might, I mean, 18% chance. I just don't want them to despawn while I'm transporting them between my farm and the game. And it would just be a really challenging thing to run, because I have to spawn them, drop them in a chamber, separate the babies, and then kick on mine carts to move them from that area to the game area. And if I have too far, then I'm gonna have to like stand here, wait till this happens, stand here, wait until this happens, stand here, wait until this happens. And that could be very, very difficult. Oh, that's your skeleton farm, Wither Skeleton Farm. I can't talk right now. I can't think. Cool. I might just build the platform, like a platform way up, and just see what kind of rates I'm dealing with. Like I might just build it like directly above your farm, because it's within the boundary, obviously, of another fortress, or maybe even like right here. Let's see, where am I here? Yeah, that's super close. That would be ideal. So let's write down this coordinate right here. 248 and 437, negative 437. Let me grab some magma block and literally just make a platform and just see what happens. Famous last words, I'm totally gonna die. All right, thanks, Birdie, for joining the chat, and thank you for giving me permission. It was abysmal. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to like get good Wither Skeleton farms. I created one where they actually climb a ladder all the way up through the roof in my Forever world, and that actually turned out pretty good. Like I get pretty good rates, but it took here's my giant bats. Ooh, there's 2 of them. It took a very specific location for me to pull that off, though. All right, I'm gonna grab them all. Just do some scaffolding and see what we're dealing with. Whoa! I built a bunch of trees over there. I'm not used to flying out now. I have like 6 or 7 new trees, so. Alright. Where is my... There it is. And obviously the portal won't be the gaming portal. It's going to be south. It's going to be somewhere around here, probably. I would assume, at least. Oop, I'm not supposed to be here. Okay, where's my 248 negative 437? 437 to... Oh, wrong way. $248. I'm looking for that on the X. This is probably close enough. Yep, we definitely are in the boundaries of the fortress. However, I don't know if like this still counts, like you're in a Soul Sand Valley and you're outside of the bounds, you know. So I don't know if that's gonna count toward the spawn rates. What's going on up there? Is that yours too, Birdie? Is that where you're transporting those guys? Probably right. Because that might interfere with things as well. So if you are planning on tearing it down, feel free. All right, I'm just gonna go up. Like, obviously this is not the height that I'm going to build the entire farm, but I'm just gonna go up this high, build the platform, and ensure that the spawning, whoa, forgot to shift. The spawning is going to work up here. Because again, I'm not sure if this is going to take on just the Soul Sand Valley mechanics, where we won't get any zombified piglin spawns, or if it'll take on the fortress mechanics, where we will get, you know, 15% or whatever it was. I'm gonna build anything spectacular, just a nice little small platform, fly down to the bottom, and then see what I'm dealing with. There, that should be adequate distance away to spawn something. Probably gonna end up with a bunch of blazes that are just gonna blast my face off. Skeletons won't spawn on magma blocks though, so I don't think I'm gonna end up with anything else. I'm not sure about gas. Gas might spawn on it. I'm just torturing the server now. Created a platform for gas to spawn on. Yeah, I think I'm dealing with the Soul Sand Valley mechanics. Because I should have already gotten a few, at least. Let's do, what is it? Nope, not that one. What do I have it set to? Yeah. Render true. Let's do a shape of a can spawn. No. Despawns. This is my. Whoop. I'm definitely within the spawn sphere. Okay, this is despawn. Yeah, so we're not too far away from that, that's for sure. We're actually a pretty ideal distance away from that thing. So, no, this is not going to work. Alright, well, let's tear that down. And let's try the Crimson Forest and see what kind of luck we have. Again, knowing that, I could just do this and fly up. Knowing that, only zombified piglins will spawn on magma blocks, I should be fairly safe with, did I pick them all up? Yeah. I should be fairly safe with the Crimson Forest, even with the poor rates. But, it's not ideal, obviously. I might have to just scoot over to that nether waste and figure it out. Or we'll just move the gaming district. Or I just build it not in the gaming district. I don't know, man. I'm the one who fought for the gaming district to be located where it's located. Alright. Let's see. Crimson Forest was kind of south. Not a tremendous distance, though. I keep on flying by this poor guy every time I go back and forth between the shopping districts. I don't know who left their villager up here, but he is very sad. Where'd it go? Okay, it's this way. Alright, that's good. This is Mighty's portal, right? Isn't this Mighty? I don't know if they're still using that or what. Alright, let's do the same trick. Whoop. I can't even get to my hole. Because where I dig the hole is extremely important because it has to be within a certain distance. Again. So I can spawn these guys. I don't even know if this is a good idea. I think I'm coping right now. I'm settling. I really should just pick another waste. Because that's 60%. I mean, there's a reason that people build zombified piglin farms, gold farms in nether wastes. And that's because of the rates. Not being far enough up too is like working against me, because I really should get this all the way to the top so I can be assured that I'm not just hitting the mob cap below me. Yeah, what am I even doing? I just need to go to another waste. Alright, whatever. Let's just try it. I don't think so. I think I've already probably reached the mob cap and they're all below me right now. It's probably just dozens of these little fools. Wait, I'm gonna soul. Well, I'm gonna soul sand. That was the Crimson Forest, though, right? Yeah, it's definitely Crimson Forest. I also don't know that. I'm not absolutely certain that they're the only ones that can spawn magma blocks. Like I might get hoglin and stuff. Yeah, see, there's already a bunch of, let me turn on hitboxes. There's already a bunch of, yeah, I've already filled it with all these little suckers. Yeah, I need another waste. I can't mess around. Let's get some fireworks. Alright. Fairly certain that hoglins can't spawn in magma blocks. I'm pretty sure it's only zombified piglins that can. Pretty sure they're the only, like, well, gas can as well, but they're like totally fireproof. Zombified piglins are. Alright, it's gonna have to be the nether waste, so I'm gonna have to figure out the distance there. So that's just gonna be the way it is. I don't think it's that far, but God, remember when we used to have merge radius, guys? And like all those things would have just merged together? I recently requested, because of this game, to shut off merge radius, which bundles, drops similar blocks together. So that's my fault. but that's the only way the game will work. All right. Let's free cam it really quick. Huh. I turned it off, Birdie. I had to turn it... I requested Asumi to turn it off, the merge radius. And I do remember that, what happened. Because my game won't work without it. Nether waste. Okay, so this is nether waste. How far can I go before it? Right here. Okay. Nether waste. Alright, so I'm like... As the crow flies, I can see my portal. Yeah, that is my portal, for sure. The gaming district portal's right there. So really it would be ideal if I built my game on the north side of the island. Of the gaming district island. The northeast side of the island specifically. Because that's probably not too bad. I could spawn them, do my little baby separation thing here, and then just kind of run over here. How far? No, let me write down the coordinates in the overworld. All right. All right. Over here. I can turn off that. Wow, there are a lot of... Oh yeah, because they always go uphill, right? This is the highest point. So really, actually, I could just build it like right over here in this corner. That'd be kind of fun. It's like dip down. I was originally going to build it next to Scoop Board, which is right here. See this? Oh, I can't. I'm free camming. So I'm like, why can't I zoom in? Right there. Geez, what am I doing? Oh man. Okay. All right. But instead, I have to move it. I have to move it. So let's see. Let's write down the coordinates. Ooh, I left some scaffolding behind. So right here on the corner would be 1975 and -3331. So let me do the math here. And I won't make you watch it. Let's see, 1975 divided by 8 is 246. And what is it? -3331 divided by 8 is -416. So 246 -416 is the farthest little corner thereabouts. All right. Oh, Sam that said I do remember that one happened. Jeez, I'm sorry guys. Trying to do math. Okay, here we go. That's 246. So I'm already there. -416. Somewhere around here. Wow, that's really close. Oh, these portals are just like on top of each other. Is that even gonna work? Because I'm probably gonna end up going through the wrong portal. If I build a portal here, that is like way too close for comfort. I could play with the height though. You could build the portal a little higher, and that should give it a little bit better distance. No, I'm not missing scaffolding. I left the scaffolding as a marker. All right, just want to do this really quick. The quick marker. All right, and then we're gonna wander this way until we can see it. Yeah, right there. That's not that bad, but Certainly not ideal. That is literally the border. I can't even see it. If I can't see it, that means it's because I have my render distance set to, with the Bobby mod set to 32 right now. So that's means it's more than 32 blocks away. So if I do like a despawn sphere here, for instance, whoops, not that one, not like that. Add a despawn sphere. Ooh, wait. Wow, it is like right on the edge. Jeez. I don't know if that's a good idea. I can also just move the gaming district portal. I'm gonna move it to the other side of the island, the south side of the island. That tent didn't take me that long to build. I gotta tear it down and rebuild it. I don't know. Let's just build a portal really quick and see if it links to that portal. If I'm like really careful about it, and build it like right on the edge, or right on the number, I should say. Sorry if this wasn't the stream you guys were expecting. And Sam, if you're still watching, this is the problem I'm seeing. And these guys were like this guy prior to the update. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if, because I updated sodium actually. That was like one of the more recent updates. But yeah, that's the weird issue I'm running into. Not the end of the world, and I'm sure it'll be patched, but it's annoying. All right, let's grab some obsidian and build. Is it 12 for? Yeah, it's 12. Do I have a flint and steel? I have a flint and steel on me. Yeah, it is a collision thing. That's the weird part about it. And I've run into it before, but not to get distracted here, but it has something to do with like the height that I have them in the ground. So if I like, wow, no, this is just not even. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's just like hates me. Maybe if I hit done here, let me adjust it solid value so I can remember how far I adjusted it. So 3 maybe. Oh, it's the trapdoor. Yeah, that's weird. It's so weird because this one's not doing it, and obviously there's a trapdoor above that. They even flip the same direction. It's weird. Whatever. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's exactly what I just did. Sam, I'm trying to do like a little micro. That's what I first did. I just did like little movements, but I didn't see a change, so I didn't do anything like that. You know, like move it 2.5 blocks. Whatever. Again, not a huge deal. Not a high priority thing. Where am I? Over here. Okay, let's do another portal right here and see what happens. Hopefully I connect to the right place. All right, so actually before I do that, I'll build it in the other so I can make sure I'm not going to connect. So exactly 249 and negative 420. 420. All right, so let's build that in times 8 over here. Yeah, something to mess with off stream, exactly, Sam. Like why that one is doing it, but not the other one. It's just really weird. All right, so somewhere around here, let's do the math. All right, we have 249 times 8, which is 1992, and then 420 or negative 420 times 8, which would be, sorry, screwed up my calculator here. Negative 420 times 8 is negative 360. All right, let's place it exactly at that coordinate. 1992, 3360. Ooh, might be a little too far. Yeah, I put myself in the water. Okay, that's too far. All right, let's pop back up here. I might have to do this reverse because I don't want to have to like put things in the water. Okay, let's just do it this way. Let's do it. Do it in reverse. No, I gotta go get my silly. Gotta go get my obsidian. I should have just brought a stack. That would have been much easier to experiment. Get in there, sucker. All right, here we go. Thanks for everybody who's joined the stream. I mean, we got five people watching. Sorry if this is the most exciting thing, but currently, just to catch everybody up, in case you weren't following at the beginning, I am building a game that I built in creative. I'm building it in survival, and one aspect of the game is to spawn zombified piglin. And the best way to do that is to build a spawn platform in a nether waste biome. Unfortunately, we have a gaming district. Well, fortunately, we do have a gaming district. I should say that. Unfortunately, that gaming district is a little bit of a distance away from the nearest nether waste biome. So I'm trying to figure out the best place to put the portal that I will transport the piglin from the zombified piglin, that is, from the nether waste where they spawn to the game in the overworld. So I'm just doing some kind of experimental, plots here, just to see if I can get them spawned without them despawning while I transport them. Hey, animals. You guys found your hill? All right. What am I doing? All right. Now let's write down this coordinate. I'm just doing reverse math. This is not the most thrilling stream here, and I apologize. 1962 and negative 3336. That is as far as I want to go on this island. All right, let's fly up. These should be far enough away, right? Right? Alright. So doing the math there. And we have 1962 divided by 8 is 245. And then negative 3336 divided by 8 is negative 417. Okay, it's not that dramatic of a difference, but from my last number. But I do think it's going to place us outside. No, it won't. We're 17. And then, what's the other one? 245. Okay, so this way, too. Oops, that's the wrong direction, silly. Yeah, 245. 417. Right about here. That is like living on the edge here. Ah, man. Alright. Well, let me fly back and get more obsidian, because I don't want to have any... I don't want those two portals to link. I think I'm already going to run into that problem. Which again, I can just move the portal that's in the gaming district to the other side of the island and get around that issue. Most people live south of me anyway, so... live south of the island anyway, so... it'd be a shorter journey for them in the Nether. The only reason I built it where I built it is because it was for selfish reasons. It's closer to my base. The portal, that is. Alright. Alright, back in the Nether we go to finish this portal and then light it. Yeah, right over there. Alright. Cross our fingers, guys. Oh, did I build it in the same orientation? I did not build... I didn't even build it in the same orientation, so that definitely broke. I gotta build it facing west. Oh, and I didn't light this one, you silly goose. Yeah, so I should build it facing this way. Oops. Doesn't matter. I have to build it this... I have to build it pretty large anyways. So none of that matters. There we go. Anybody gonna sleep? Anybody gonna sleep? Nope. Come on, guys. What are y'all doing? Oh, you're in the Nether right now, Sam? Okay. Sam's in the chat and on games, in-game. What am I doing? Whatever. Alright, it's facing the same orientation. Let's see what happens. You're building another mountain, Birdie? Alright, we're good, we're good. Okay. I might have to exit this game and check out my skim... Okay, so that works. Yeah, I'm gonna have to exit out of this and go into... I do have the Lightmatica schematic. Alright. I don't want to spoil it. What the game looks like fully for everyone. That's why I'm hemming and hawing. Because if I bring it in, okay, this is what I'll do. I'll just do a single layer of like, yeah, 0, sure. Single layer of 0. That way you won't be able to actually see the game itself. I just want to see how large the portal is. So I already have it loaded. I I just had the placement off, and let's just move it to here. So it's pretty big, as you can tell from the rectangle, or from the whatever, the cube, the voxel. So let me just go up from here and find where the nether portal is. Actually, let's do... Oh, set here. There we go. I don't care if you see the noodles. I don't want you to see the gamey part, because I want to leave that as a surprise for everybody. I'll close my eyes. Thanks, Birdie. Because everybody's seen this stream. They've already seen this section. Okay. Okay. That is the bottom. Let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, this section is not a mystery. There's the portal. No, there's the portal. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 wide. And it's facing, if I build it in this orientation, which I'm just gonna keep on going. You guys better close your eyes. Just kidding. All right, so this is the wrong way though. I need to rotate this the other way. So it'll still face south and north and south. Let's do configure, let's rotate it 90, 180. Oops, what am I doing? You're gonna hear a lot of clicks. Trying to position it to see how far over I can make it. I don't mind building a little bit of land around it. That won't bother me whatsoever. There. Okay, that's the platform. This will be level with the ground. So that's just a little bit of land. That's totally fine. Actually, is it even? Yeah, that's just like a sliver, because it's basically where that tree is. Yeah, I don't even think I'd actually have to build any land. Okay, so where is the portal? The portal is right here. I could flip it the other direction, which would put the portal on the other side, obviously. But that's gonna have it face the wrong direction. Then the storefront, it's essentially a store. That's what it looks like. The storefront would face opposite of, it would face the water as opposed to facing the gaming district. So can I move the portal here? Once again, we are writing down coordinates. Okay. What would that be? The easternmost block is 1966. I'll do 1967, round it up. Negative 3304. All right. So let's tear down, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that portal. Where did I put the portal? Oh, it's blocked by the tree. All right. That's the easternmost block for a 7 wide portal. Worst case scenario, I could just, anytime we're spawning piglins. Well, actually 2 players would be, because 1 player would be playing, and then I would be doing the spawning. I'm trying to think of the mechanics. Again, the most insecure part about this game is the zombified piglin spawning and then moving them. Because this thing it just chews through zombified piglin like you wouldn't believe. Should have marked that. 1967. 3304. So right here. And right here. Yeah, that's my block. It's the easternmost block. So that's where I have to go to. And then it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. That is the size of the portal I need. I'll light it. I won't go through it yet, though. Alright, let's go check. Geez, I need another flint and steel. Let's go check up here. Move that temporary portal to the my mathificate place. Alright, going through this guy. It seemed like I just had to move it like this way, so I think I should be good. This bubble is my despawn sphere, so anything on the outside of this any mob on the outside of this will definitely despawn while I'm at my spawn area, which is the nether waste. It's kind of over here. You can't really see it though. It's just outside of my view distance. We're gonna do this, guys. This is gonna be successful. It's gonna be great. Everybody's gonna love it. Without moving the entire gaming district. Alright. Let's do another math equation here. Alright. Open up my calculator. And do 1968. Yep, divided by 8. 246 again. So that should be similar. And then negative 3304 divided by 8 is negative 413. So that's going to be the different one. 246. So we're still right on the edge. That's good. Negative 413. But that's the edge here. So that's the thing that sucks. Because this is going to put it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, given I don't have to be standing at that place when I activate the mine carts, I'll be standing somewhere in between those two places. So maybe this will work. This is quite a thing to commit to, guys. This is probably going to take me over a week to build this thing, so I don't want to move it. This is very crucial for me to get this coordinate right. First, let's make sure that these can connect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. We have a 7 wide. Yes, okay. Why am I being thick? Yes, we have a 7 wide. Okay. Wasn't trusting my own counting ability. Okay, let's go through this corner. Perfect. Let's go through this corner. Perfect. Okay. I think that'll work. I know it's like outside of that. Jeez, that is so crazy close. This is always temporary, by the way, this decoration that I put around here. So please don't judge. I just threw something up to mark the portal. As you can tell from my own portal, which is right over there, I'm not big on the the nether decoration. I'm big on other things, but those are low priority to me. Nonetheless, that connected, so that's good. I think I'm going to be good because if anything, what'll end up happening is I have to obviously dig this giant hole, so I have to drop this guy into the ground quite a few blocks. So that'll actually give even more separation between this portal and this portal. So I should be pretty good when it comes to the actual coordinates, you know, the spawning thing and everything like that. So anyway, let's see if that still lines up with the schematic, and then I'll just have to commit. Oh wow, guys, you're gonna get me murdered. There's 3 spiders and a creeper over there. Oh jeez. All right, see you guys. I'm gonna do the old trick that's flying away and flying back so they all despawn. That should be good. All right. Wow, jeez, it took forever to load. Okay, so right down here is where I will be building that giant thing. So let me turn this back on. And let me... I hate when it does this. When you toggle rendering. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that lines up with that. Yeah, because I did write that down properly. Yep, we're good. We're good. So that'll be perfect. So that'll be dropped down quite a bit. So let's see what kind of hole we're dealing with. All right, let me check this out. Nope, this, nope, this, yeah. All right, let's drop this bad boy down. It's actually not that huge of a build. It's not like what Samazon Rex right now is in chat who's working on something that... how many blocks are you looking at? It's like 47,000 blocks or something like that. So this is not anywhere near that kind of build. I mean, you can see it right here. Oh, you guys weren't supposed to see it. It's because... There we go. There, now you can't see it. Let's just drop it down a few more. I just want the floor. Yeah, something like that. That's a beastly build right there. It's like my bridge with what, 25% more. All right, so this would be the area. So I would have to kind of build out. Oh, actually, if you see the platform, this is the platform. This is where the platform ends. So I'd have to dig the hole all the way down here, but I can just cover that back up. I'll have to figure that out, but that's not a huge deal. Just extending the land a little bit or something along those lines. Not a huge deal at all. So that's where it would be located. Like, you come in through the gaming district portal. You'd probably see just a little bit of the piglin sign peeking up. And I could take down this hill even further. Creative Village has already took this down. It was a lot taller, but I could take this down even farther. And yeah, you'd see the piglin sign, like Pigman sign right there. That should work. All right, cool. All right, well, I think I can just start digging the hole then. I don't need this. I'll leave it on the nether side, but definitely gonna have to move it. Actually, I was gonna show, what are we looking at? Material lists. Yeah, mine's only 16,000 blocks, 15.9. That's nothing. That's nothing after doing the 37,000 or whatever for that beast. 16,000 blocks seems like child's play. Thing about it is, like, if you look at it too, it's all redstone. It's 17 stacks of redstone dust. So that's nothing. Like, the actual blocks are nothing. Just gonna be laying out a lot of noodles. I do have the redstone to take care of. The worst thing is I have, 78 droppers to fill with iron nuggets. Like, fill 9 stacks of iron nuggets. And then all the hoppers on top of those that I have to do, like filter items and all that stuff. That's gonna be the worst. Is like, I have the iron, don't get me wrong. My iron farm is wicked and it's been running like crazy. So that's not the problem. It's just the meticulous nature of carrying blocks over and then converting those blocks into ingots and then converting the ingots into nuggets. It's like, it's gonna be a lot. I need leaves for my build, so that's why I'm saving the leaves. Ready. Okay. Need to somehow mark the coordinates of this, like the size of it. But first thing, let me just get rid of all these trees. More tree cutting for Randy. I'm an expert at the jungle trees too. For those who don't follow me, I've cut down thousands of trees for my island, so very, very good at it. Yeah, I could set up an autocrafter system. That's a good idea. At least it, convert them into the nuggets and everything. I can also, there's a system in the game. I can kind of crank that up to distribute the nuggets, the iron nuggets into the game, into the droppers. So I'll probably do something along those lines too. So like the first thing I think I should build, basically, I shouldn't build it like a layer cake. Instead of I should build those droppers and then get that minecart running immediately. So while I'm building it, it'll just be populating all the droppers. So little time savers, but no big deal. After doing this, guys, I'm like, nothing will faze me any longer. Nothing. This thing was just so brutal. Mainly because it was over the ocean, so it was just so difficult to, I was on a gas the whole time, and gas are cool and all, but they're slow and it's just really hard. You're always bumping into things, and then if you try to get into a tight corner, gas are chunky boys, and it's just, it's a thing. Oh, designing the reds. Yes, designing the actual game to function was by far the most time consuming. I mean, I worked on it daily for 6 weeks. So yeah, that was a commitment. That was definitely a commitment. So at this point, I'm like just celebrating the fact that it's done, it works. And, I'm sure I'm going to run into some bugs when I actually get into survival and everything on an SMP on top of that, but I'm just happy that it's done. Because there were some circuits there that I struggled with. The counting circuit, which is called a pulse divider in redstone parlance. That was just such a difficult thing to get working. The actual level display, which is just redstone lamps that display the level, but in order to get those to reset properly was a pain. Yeah, it's just one thing after another. And this zombie piglin moving thing, which is still not flawless. That is, I mean, everybody knows that have tried to move mobs in Minecraft. It's just a struggle to get those things working. Peace. Okay, so that tree can stay. That's out of my jurisdiction. That tree I just took care of, right? So I'm just waiting for those leaves to despawn. And this guy has to go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Cutting trees on the Astraea server. I was born into this server cutting trees, and I'll do it more. Whoa, 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 what am I falling into? Ooh, that's not good. I don't want to be in that hole. That's a dangerous hole. All right, what else? Any other trees? No? All right, let's level this bad boy out. Definitely gonna hold on to this. Whoa. Sorry if that's getting people nauseous there. Got a very framey for a second there. I turned down my frame rate to just 60 frames per second for streams, trying to save a little bit of GPU power, but I don't know if it's actually making a difference or if it's just making it harder to play. So I apologize. This will probably be the last time I have it at that setting. I'll crank it back up to 120 after this. Okay, that's cool. That's the level I need. Actually, I think I need to, yeah, I need one less level. So let's just turn that off for right now and just clear out. I'll clear out this tree too, just so I have a little bit of a border. I can plant more trees as they come. Hey, Devin, thank you for joining the stream. We're digging a hole. Clearing trees and digging a hole, getting ready for Pigman to hit the server. Which I'm assuming you're going to come back into the server and play when it's done. I don't think you've come back for Scoot Board, though, so maybe that wasn't appealing enough for you. Alright, what am I doing? This way, this direction. I'm just going to take all this out. I hate these little mini jungle trees. They're the worst. When I cleared out my island, it was like every time I turned my back and thought, you know, I was done with all the trees, every time I turned around there would be more of those little one tall guys. All right, let me bring this down by 1 so I know. I'm gonna cover this hole just so I don't fall in it while I'm doing this, but that hole is probably gonna be beneficial, because I think it leads to a larger cave system. Because I remember when I first built the portal in the gaming district, I was lighting up the caves a little bit, and there is a fairly large cave system underneath the island, so I'm hoping I can take that to my advantage and reduce the amount of digging I have to do. You'll come play Pig, thanks. Yeah, those one tall trees. Yeah, exactly. They're so frustrating. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with like what my island looked like before I kind of flattened it. But before I flattened it, it was super hilly, like even worse than this, or you know, this cliff. It was just basically like a crazy high cliff, and so they were all on the edges, like here. And it was just treacherous to go get down. And, you know, this is early when I first joined the SMP, so I didn't really have the best gear or anything. I just kept on mending up my one pickaxe and my one axe and whatever. And it's just like, I hate them. I hate them to this day. Every time I see them, I just want to cut them down. Those one little, you know, it's basically a bush with one little log in the center of it. It's like, oh, frustrating. Oh yeah, this is a silk touch. Let me start putting some of this grass away, because I can always use grass and dirt. I don't want this stuff to go all bye-bye. I'm gonna turn on hitboxes too, so sorry it's cheaty, but I don't want to miss any, because I am constantly, for terraforming, running out of dirt. Stone, I could give 2 craps about. Just toss that to the ground. Stone you can renew too, so stone generators are cheap. But dirt and grass, that's worth its price in gold right there. Weight in gold, not price. That was a stupid saying. I don't know what I was saying. That's just whatever. Weight in gold. All right. Oh, it's full again. I need to empty some of my trash. Let's get a trash guy going here. I'm still stuck in the no block left behind mindset. So, not that. So I have very difficult time getting rid of stuff. There we go. And let's just do a third one for the dirt. Because I'm going to end up with a lot of dirt and I'm going to end up with a lot of stone. I will get rid of the stone though. You can also put this away in its proper place. There we go. All right. Let's keep it going. Oh, got a stick. Actually, let me Geez, before I start moving stuff, let me lock that thing. That would be horrible. I get everything like situated with the portals, and then I just move my entire game over like a bunch of blocks. Oh, I need to move a beacon over here too. There will be a leaderboard. Actually, here's the cool idea for the leaderboard. Sorry, I'm just catching up, Devin, on your chat. Do you need a beacon? I have one you can borrow. I have a beacon, and thank you, Sam. I'll go grab my beacon really quick. But thank you so much for the offer. It's just right over there, so I'll just fly over and grab it really quick. I'm just going to take care of the dirt layer first, and then I'll grab the beacon. Okay, what was I going to say? Yes, there's going to be a leaderboard. So the premise of the game, as far as the decoration, is it looks like a old kind of arcade, like Main Street arcade from like maybe the 30s or 40s or something like that. And the lore is that it's from the 80s, but it's in a building from like the 30s or 40s, kind of matching the aesthetic of everything that I've built on my island. Nonetheless, so it's filled with arcade games, like my Minecraft build idea of arcade games. So I actually built like these little structures, these little boxes that kind of look like arcades, but they have signs on the top where you would have like the name of the game. So on those arcade boxes, each player that decides to play can pick a box and then put their score, which will just be at the level that they got to. So, level 1 through 99 is essentially how far you can get in the game. So, Devin got to level 15, and then Sam got to level 16, and you can decorate like the sign, or you could decorate the actual game itself, like the little arcade box itself, however you want. Given it has to fit into a fairly small space, I think it's a 3x3 space, and I don't want people like pushing over into their neighbor's space either. So when you see the boxes, it'll make a lot of sense. But essentially, you're putting your name on the game boxes. It'll be kind of cool. I think it'll be a fun way to display. Oh, I bet you could make something. I didn't even mess with the armor poser mod to do these game boxes. I just did shelves, trapdoors, stuff like that. And the screen is just like a frog light. Some of the screens are off, so they have just a piece of tinted glass and stuff like that. You'll see. I think it's cool. But yeah, armor poser mod, you could like decorate it more or work around the constraints that I've already kind of developed or something along those lines. Like something really, it's up to you, however creative each player wants to get with their box, as long as they stay in the size that I designed. So you could like just tear the box up and then go with the armor poser mod. I'm totally fine with that. All right, let me move this guy back. And that's the thing about jungle, man. You tear through a jungle, you end up with more oak leaves than jungle leaves. It's a weird thing. Most of these jungle trees actually have the majority of the leaves are oak leaves. Something I discovered after tearing up my entire island. I have not messed with the copper golem yet. I want to start working on my storage facility and like properly use the copper golem, not like enslave them, like us Minecraft players tend to do, but actually like properly use them. But I'm still I haven't given it a tremendous amount of thought, but I'm still a little stuck on like how I'm going to design I'm going to just design the storage room to work around their actual mechanic as Mojang intended, kind of thing. Because I'm not really super keen. I did one like fully automated filtered storage system in my Forever World, and I ended up moving out of it and never looking back. Because frankly, I don't think it just doesn't work for how I play. For bulk storage, it can work, like for this, like just to dump a bunch of dirt and stone and stuff like that. That works totally well for my gameplay. But for the most part, I have like onesie twosies of everything. Like I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I don't have like crazy bulk of a lot of the blocks, you know. So I need a chest that can accommodate multiple stacks of multiple stuff. And I know you can do like automated filtering even before the copper golem in that style, but it was way too cumbersome and way too much room to do that. Sam said, I haven't messed with them either. DSTS has been jumping on a little bit lately. I think he wants to revamp the storage room at the Oasis. Is he going to use DSTS is another player on the server and Sam's husband, who's in chat right now. Is he going to use copper golems? Is he planning on using copper golems? I gotta sleep. Got to sleep. Before a creeper blows my face off. Oh, there was chat. I missed the chat. Anything spawn? There's not really that much light over on this side. I'm totally asking to get my face blown off. Alright, let me just keep on going on. There we go. So it's gonna get really confusing if I start seeing like... Alright, so that's the edge. Right? It's actually here. Right. Just marking it for right now so I can know where exactly I need to dig and where I can leave. Alright. That was actually Lightmatica that was causing all that lag, the frameage. Alright, dug up my hole. Alright, I'll just leave that. If I fall in it, I fall in it. If he doesn't use the copper golems, you will, Sam. That's funny. I want to integrate them into my... I have a bamboo and sugarcane farm, both that are using allays to gather, because it's just a flying machine that knocks everything out. So I'd like to integrate them into those two areas, my little greenhouses, my mini greenhouses. But I can't think about like a logical, a way that makes sense to put them in there. So right now I'm just thinking my storage room, which I don't even have a proper storage room. I just live in a hole in the ground. I have like this beautiful greenhouse and all these structures, but I'm in a hole in the ground right now. So the copper golem is a good excuse for me to get out of the hole and actually start using. Actually get some storage going, like proper storage, proper decoration. I'm also using it as an excuse to decorate my greenhouse. So I'm gonna do, my greenhouse is gonna be a combination, it's gonna be my main base, so it's gonna be a combination of my storage stuff, my storage facility, and some mini farms, like just simple little farms, and all my tools and stuff, like my loom and, a little potion, brewing stand, and stuff like that, stone cutters, and just all displayed nicely, so I can run it, because that's what I end up, that's all Minecrafters I think are this way. I end up spending all my time just running around in my storage, getting my supplies for my next build or terraforming project or whatever. So I think the greenhouse is a logical place for that. All right, we're full there. Yeah, I'll probably end up filling these guys up, and then when I go to get my beacon, I'll just empty all this stuff out. Yeah, I think I've seen your storage, Devin. Your storage area. You actually have it decorated, right? It looks nice. Mine is just horrible. It's embarrassing. I don't show it on video. I've shown it on a few videos, but it's just literally a hole in the ground. Just all stone, surrounding with a little bit of cobble from my early days before I had Silk Touch. Always claiming that it's temporary, yet I keep on moving farm after farm. mean, the only reason I even had it going in the first place was to bury an iron farm. I agree as far as the golems are interesting as far as redstoner coming up. The trouble with that, though, is, I mean, I can kind of consider myself a redstoner to a certain degree. Is redstoners tend to, like, you're not going to actually affect, or how should I put this? You'll end up with a golem in a 1x1 hole that won't even, you know, it won't add the movement and the creativity and the I don't know, the coolness, the cool factor of a golem. You'll end up they'll skip over that, like what they've done with allays. Like, allays are really the best way to sort unstackable items, but they end up just sticking them in a little thing or burning them for XP, or like, you know, technical and redstoners are not going for, oh, the vibe of this base looks really cool. At least not all of them. Some of them are. I mean, the build stone thing and stuff like that is going that direction, which is nice. And, you know, mumbo jumbo on Hermitcraft is messing with those types of features and stuff. But for the most part, you know, they just, you're gonna drop all that stuff down in a hole somewhere where no one can see it and then torture them. You're okay with the utility of golem? Why are... Okay, sorry, Birdie, your message is held for review, so I approved it. Also a hole in the ground for your storage, but yours, you actually decorated it, right? So, that's better. All right, let me put this away, and then the stone away. Actually, I'm just gonna toss the stone. I have like 20 double chests of stone, so I am not holding on to more stone. Okay, let me go grab that. Actually, let me get more dirt. More dirt. How far down is this dirt layer gonna go? And then I'll go grab the beacon. So beacon isn't really gonna help me with the dirt. And frankly, if I do have to mend my shovel, I'd rather just do that in one trip rather than multiple trips over and over and over again. This is the first time I'm building something this large, this far away from home, so I'm a little nervous. Because I'm always making trips back and forth between my trading hall, you know, mending things up, or my straight up XP farm with my armadillos that are getting tortured, like I was just talking about the copper golems. So I have to really, like, I mean, I'm right over there, obviously, but I don't want to fly over too many times. Okay, I'm gonna cheaty cam. I just want to see how deep this goes. Oh, this is nothing. This is nothing. Okay. Nothing. All right. You've been the exact same hole in the ground, Birdie, since April. I've been since February, so. Actually, I had to dig the same hole twice. Because if you guys remember, when I joined the server, we had that data corruption issue, and it wiped out every bit of my progress for the first week. So I ended up digging the same hole in the same spot. This music's got me pumped. I'm just ready to clear out some blocks. If I do this. No, it didn't do it. I was hoping to shut off that stupid text in the bottom left. Actually, I think I know how I do it. You do this. No? Really? Even with the placement off? now because I know where I'm digging. Yay, clearing blocks, yeah. Hey, I told everybody in the description of the stream, I said I'm gonna be digging a hole to put my noodles, so everyone knew what to expect if you were paying attention. When we are digging a hole to put our noodles. And I know that doesn't sound super PC, but I'm talking about redstone noodles. Just because your mind's in the gutter doesn't mean mine is. Well, that was a satisfying one. I don't know why. I should have had Asumi shut off the merge radius thing after I dug this hole. My mistake, guys. Merge radius is when all the blocks will bunch together. And the vanilla behavior is they only do that, I think it's 0.5 of a block, so it's basically only literally when you set blocks on the same block, see, like that. But we have it now, vanilla behavior. Oh, actually it looks like... Okay, all right. Okay, so it looks like they're about maybe 1 block separation right now, which is not vanilla, but it will work for the game. So, not too bad. All right, where am I? This guy. Let's... I think Asumi is... Okay, Asumi's back. All right. Thought Asumi was still marked as AFK. I'll be the designated sleeper, that's fine. Temporarily. All right. So I had my first, I have a Ko-fi account, and I sell schematics of my builds. Not everything is up, but I'm trying to get things listed as quickly as possible. But I sold my first schematic last week. I was super happy. No, it's not like a huge deal or anything. I mean, it was like $2. But I don't know, it made my day. I was pretty thrilled. So that's kind of cool. It's actually of the lighthouse over here. So pretty sweet. And obviously I'm in a band, so I've sold music and stuff like that, but that was the first time I sold anything that I built in Minecraft, so that was quite a surprise. Where's my dirt? Where's my dirt? That one. Let's move this over here so I can kind of keep track. That's going to confuse me. Well, that one's already full, so that'll be good. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, I was around. I was a happy boy. My wife couldn't shut me up. Especially because the individual that purchased it actually tipped me in Ko-fi first, asking if I would list it for sale, which is what I put a post on YouTube and a couple comments here and there on Blue Sky and stuff saying, hey, if anybody wants anything of a video of mine, any builds or anything like that, a schematic of it, Lightmatic, a schematic of it, I'll put it up. But it takes time because you have to, write the description and come up with a price, and you have to take a bunch of pictures of it and all that stuff. And it's just one other thing, as anyone who's doing content creation, especially with a full-time job, knows. Those things tend to add up, and it's just very grueling. So anyways, this person left a tip and said, hey, could you list your Art Deco lighthouse? Which is just thrilling. It was just like, oh, cool. This is my first tip and my first purchase, so that was really cool. Again, not going to break the bank or anything, but I was pretty excited. It's the little things, the little things. Sell a cathedral. I don't have a cathedral, man. You want to sell yours? Alright, here we go. This is pretty deep. It's dirt. It's good stuff, good stuff. I might have to mend my shovel before I finish the project. For dirt, just the digging dirt portion. That's what I'm waiting for before I grab my beacon. I just want to dig up as much dirt as possible. Because a beacon does not help digging dirt. Dirt is already pretty much insta-break. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Forget you one tall little suckers, man. Get out of here. I think I'm getting down to the stone layer. Oh, you should sell it? You should. Sign up to Ko-fi. Devin, put your schematics in there. Or whatever, buy me a coffee or Patreon or whatever. I think all of them offer those services. I went with Ko-fi because it had integrations with Caster Labs, which I'm not even using anymore. But Caster Labs I was using to do the multi-chat display and while I stream, and the what else does it do? The little timer bot. But I just moved fully over to Streamer Elements now to do all that stuff. This multi-chat wasn't really super helpful. I wish we had fire spread on the server for those dumb little trees. I do. Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I signed into Astraea, and I knew I wanted to take down the height of my island and completely redo all the trees and everything and terraform it. I started a bunch of fires, and I was so disappointed when they were just sitting there burning without spreading anywhere. It's like, come on. And then they just go out. So disappointing. I think I tried it multiple times too, because I think it was like close to a rain or a thunderstorm or something. I'm like, okay, the rain put it out. Certainly the rain put it out. But a server that doesn't have creeper griefing on, it's safe to assume that, yeah, they're not gonna have fire take on. Which still disagree with. I think we should have creeper griefing on. I'm about to build a giant thing filled with noodles, but I think we should blow stuff up. I think there should be consequences. But that's totally cool. I know, I'm outvoted on that one. Alright, I'm trying to watch my shovel while I have streamer brain here. Warn me, guys. It'll be way too late. There's such a delay on this chat. Yeah, I don't, Caster Labs I was using for a while, but I hate having to run a separate application as opposed to just having it like, you know, streamer elements or stream elements, whatever it's called, is just running in the cloud, you know, so I don't have to use any of my processor power or consume any of my RAM to run it. So really the benefits didn't outweigh having just an application like Streamer Labs do the heavy lifting there. Is this full too? This is full too, so I can start putting them here, and then here. That's good. Just repair it now. No, I like to live on the edge, Devin. I like to live on the edge. If creeper griefing were on, I would have blown up someone's shop by accident the first time I logged in. That would be funny. I don't know. Maybe I have a sick sense of humor. But I think it would be funny. I mean, come on, it's only blocks. Let's rebuild it. I'm about to build something that like took 6 weeks with all like the intricate redstone-y, bits and stuff, but I wouldn't care. If a creeper blew it up, I'll figure it out. I'll repair it. Whatever. Fire tick, though, I have actually caused a fire in my forever world, which is straight up vanilla, and that did suck. It just kept on spreading and spreading. It was just horrible. It nearly burned down my entire house. It was horrible. So that I can kind of see. But, you know, creeper is just kind of a little corner. No big deal. Actually, the Endermen are more annoying, especially for like terraforming, which I know we have that off too, but on Astraea, the SMP, we have that off as well. But that's the annoying thing, is like, you look out and you're like, what are all these holes in my ground from? Okay, that is, okay, a little bit over on that edge. Let's just keep it going, keep on living on the edge here. I do secretly wish we had creep. There you go. Team Creeper Griefing. Thank you for joining my team. Get in there. All right, we're gonna end up breaking the shovel. How deep does this go? Yeah, I gotta repair this. Oh, I got 370. We can do it. We can finish it. We can do it. That would be so disappointed. Netherite shovel go boom. Yes, as you guys can kind of see why I have my creeper griefing attitude. I don't care. I just don't care. All right. I do care, though. Let's sleep. Birdie, I wouldn't mind, but I also enjoy my only concern with creepers being the damage to my soul. I mean, we have players, obviously, that, like, quit because they fall in lava and lose their stuff, so I get it. There's a certain, I don't know, I don't want to be like a jerk, but I mean, I can't help but use the term. There's a certain maturity, I guess, with just whatever. I don't know. I'm old. I don't care. All right. I think I gotta go. I gotta go bend up the shovel. It's too low. They're so weak-willed. I understand. I've rage quit. I rage quit on Astraea only one time, and I got right back. I didn't like quit, but my rage quit was due to I built an XP farm that had. Let me turn off that. I had built an XP farm that used what is it? The slime oozing. Or no, not oozing. The silverfish thing, whatever that's called. The potion that does the silverfish. The common XP farm where you hurt armadillos or you hurt allies or whatever, and then you kill the silverfish. I built it wrong, and the silverfish got out into my underground lair that is all stone, as I mentioned earlier, and they totally devastated. Because I mean, there were hundreds of silverfish, and they just infested all this stone, and it was just a mess. So I quit. I was just like, I need to quit for right now. And then I joined back the next day. But that was frustrating. I mean, it was admittedly very frustrating. And I just built it like one block off or something. And it's an immensely frustrating experience. See ya. All right, let me pick this up and dump this stuff here, and then go heal up. I always call it healing up, mend up my stuff. All right, I'm just flying around, just seeing. Okay, the game isn't that big. This should take a short while. Just got to stop the water from running in. There's another one of those stupid trees, though. I cannot deal. I can't deal. Get out of here, sucker. All right, let's fly over. The Nether portal would be cool, but I think the stream's coming to an end, and this shot is pretty glorious, so I want to show it off really quick. All right. Yeah, here's my aforementioned hole in the ground. Yeah, right over here. I'll just show you really quick. So this is where my XP farm is, down here where my trading hall is, and my giant bat. So this guy right here is scaring a bunch of armadillos that are under here, and they got out through this hole, and they infested all of this. So this water was running out, these villagers almost escaped, and right above me is my my kill chamber for my iron golem and my iron farm. All this was just like devastated. And mind you, this is that was the third time I built that stupid iron farm, because the data corruption was the first time, and then the second time is how it exists, you know, today, and then the devastation from the stupid infested silverfish was my third time building it. Oh, sucked. It sucked. Yeah, it was horrible. Anyway, here's my hole in the ground, and I do not show this off, but we're gonna mend up some stuff, and you guys don't have to sit there and watch. But that is the stream. It is 43 past the hour, and I streamed for this amount of time. So thank you so very, very, very much for joining the stream. Thank you for chatting, and hopefully you join me next week, where I will continue my dig, or maybe I'll be into making noodles at that time. Cooking the noodles. I'm not sure. It just depends on how much time this week and this weekend that I have dedicated to doing said activity. And we have Thanksgiving coming up in America, so that's a thing. My family usually hosts, so it's a thing that I have to be cognizant of the timing and everything. Nonetheless, thank you so much, and I will see you later. Have a great rest of your afternoon or evening or morning, and yeah, have a good one. See ya.